40, the 50-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going all the way. Oh my God. Oh.
I'ma do my thing until the day the reaper come for me. You can keep on grilling, I'ma smell bad. Call your army, bring your tanks. I'm a big boy with a big boy bank. Self-employed, independent. Once you start, don't take no breaks. Work until I get it. I bet it's gonna take a second, but once I start up my engine, I'm gone. Too fast to catch him. I'm landing mixed up with UGK. Maybe try that purple drink, but I'm on it strong. Yours weaker than 7 days.
Look, stop watching football. Look, if we and my brother did a quick calculation. Now, this is an estimate. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember how many. I'm missing 1 and 0, I think. I don't know. But approximately during tailgating season around the Super Bowl time, if one team makes it all the way to the Super Bowl, then $37 trillion are made by the NFL makes every year that you guys go there. I can't look this up, and it sounds a little bit outrageous, but believe it. I believe they're just spending all that money, wasting all that time. Then think about it. If every Buffalo Wing, every hotel you buy to stay in, as you're traveling across the country, following your best team that loses every game across the country, but you're committed, all that money goes into the NFL's pocketbook. And I reckon they spend about a fourth of that to make that. So that means the rest is going toward real estate and marble countertops. Think about it. You don't even like football. I mean, you watch it because your granddad watches it, your uncle watches it, your dad watches it, and maybe you like beer and buffalo wings, but you don't even like to care particularly for the game or particularly for the team, but there's a deep emotional connection in your family to them. So that's why you watch it, not because you're enjoying it. If you're a kid, maybe it's just because you see it's a symbol of power. I mean, you admire your dad and everything he does. You practically worship your dad because he's your superhero. But if he likes football, then you worship football too. Football is one of the many religions of America, and you just decide to follow it because it represents a symbol of power. All those big, meaty guys with big guns and everything racing around the field, beating each other up. It's really exciting. Your idea of exciting is breaking your legs every 20 minutes. I don't like football. I don't really watch any sports or any TV, but of the football I've seen, it's not very intelligent. It's like little wars on a board. It's like if one school or another school or a university or a state even thinks they're better than some other state, they'll send their little armies out to go clash it out and battle it out until one team wins, and then they'll claim they're better than the other person. And so after that became famous, and then football became the new gladiatorial arena, then America started accepting it. But what right now you're saying is I'm just a biased, knowledgeless person just siding with my own benefits and individuality. If that made any sense. Look, you're thinking it, and maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't watch football. I don't know whose teams are best, and I'm not saying any team is better than the other. I'm saying it's not the teams. The football players are making a lot of money. The football players are making more money than you are. You're spending your money on them. So instead of going out and playing football, and watching football, my bad, because none of y'all can play football. But instead of going out and watching football for like 12 hours a day, then maybe you should be spending more time investing in a football team. Just think about that. $37 trillion every year the NFL makes. If you could just invest 10% of that, what's that? 10% is 3,700,000,000,000. 3,700,000,000,000, I think. Yeah. If you could get just a portion of that, just a little bit, $3,700,000,000,000. If you, no, my bad, $3,700,000,000,000. Spent the $700 billion on expenses. If you spent $1.5 trillion on expenses, you still have $1.5 trillion, $700 billion left to buy marble countertops, big houses, flashy cars, Ferraris, custom driveway, paint jobs, whatever you want. You wouldn't have to go to the lottery. You wouldn't have to break your knees. You wouldn't have to travel all over the country. Your butt wouldn't get sore from sitting in that seat watching football, listening to football on the radio all the whole way. Oh my God. And you wouldn't get sick of those darn buffalo wings. I don't like buffalo wings. But yeah, so stop watching football. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with football. It's a great money-making opportunity. But stop watching football and invest Invest in the lifelong life of your needs. Alright guys, I'm sorry if I offended any of you, of course. Always, I just like to point out, you know, I don't know much about football. I don't even know who wins. In fact, the only teams I know are Cowboys, Steelers, Redskins, Notre Dame because my cousin watches them. And that's about it. But like, subscribe. I'm gonna calm down now. But be sure to hit that red button down there. Make that red button white. Like, subscribe. I know I can count my subscribers on one hand, but this is my journey to 1 million subscribers. So I want you guys to be with me every step of the way, every yard of the way, as I could say. I'm talking to football now. I feel educated. So like, subscribe, and comment what you think, if I should do any rants about anything else. I usually do rants about stuff I feel strongly about, but yeah. So that's plan A, and peace.